Good. Hello, welcome to the UCR, the Upper Common Room at St John's Seminary, Wonersh again. It's very good to be speaking to you today. And I'm joined here by Michael, who's in charge of the One World group here at the seminary. Would you like to tell us what the One World group is all about, Michael?
Well, the One World group is like the charity arm, I'd say, of a student body. So we have what we call a One World group coordinator, which this year is myself. And each year the students choose a charity or a number of charities to raise money for, but mainly to pray for. And it's the One World group that coordinates that.
Yeah, that's it. So we have a vote at the start of the year. Everyone suggests their charities and we vote on them. And then every morning and evening we have one of the intercessions included, so there's that sort of regular time of prayer for these. And in the past there have been all sorts of things, haven't there? We've had last year there was one for the railway children, which supports children around the world who are related in some ways to the railways, mainly because we've got a rather obsessive student about the railways. Yeah. But there's lots of sort of different things, aren't there? And this year we've chosen the Good Counsel Network and Mary's Meals. Yeah, so we're praying for them, and one of the ways that we're raising money is by doing Movember, hence the sort of, well, mine's not very good, yours is much more impressive moustache, isn't it?
Well, mine, I cheated, so I'm disqualified. I had a beard, I just shaved the beard off and left the moustache in place.
Well, there you are. The most important thing is that we'll get our sponsorship and raise some money for these very worthwhile things. And I think we might talk a little bit for everyone about Mary's Meals, which is just an excellent charity that does such good very work. Would you like to tell us a bit about it, Michael?
I mean, Mary's Meals has an interesting backstory. It was set up by Magnus, in Argyle. Magnus, what's his surname? But he's a Scottish gentleman, and his brother Fergus. The family had a life-changing experience in 1983. They went to Medjugorje. And they came back and renewed their Catholic faith, and then changed their back. They had a little guest house, which they now made a retreat centre.
And that's Craig Lodge, isn't it, in Scotland, which perhaps some of the viewers might have been to. Yeah.
So in 1992, now they were having a drink, and then the Bosnian War had started. And Magnus and his brother Fergus were discussing, what they could do. So they put a note out through some means. Asking for donations so they could take a donation of food along the aid convoys to Bosnia. So they did that, and then when they came back, they found their shed was now again full of more donations. So I think it was Magnus decided to give up his job, and he would continue supplying food to the Bosnian, to people in Bosnia who needed it, until the aid donations stopped coming. Yeah. But they carried on coming. And that's how they started.
It's a wonderful story, isn't it, of that really grasping the message of the gospel and just totally committing to it. It's a wonderfully inspirational thing in very difficult circumstances in the Bosnian War. Yeah. But obviously the charity's then sort of developed and evolved since then, and now it's got a much more sort of wide-ranging mission, hasn't it?
It has indeed. I mean, when it first started, it was called the Scottish International Relief, but now it's called Mary's Meals. And the reason why it's called Mary's Meals is that idea came after, I think, Magnus spoke to the child of a dying lady. A lady was dying of AIDS, and one of her children, he spoke to her about what this child would like, and it's from there they got the name Mary's Meals. There they started and decided to focus on providing one full meal to children in a school setting. So the actual reason why it's called Mary's Meals is because it's named after Mary, who brought up her child Jesus in a situation of poverty, and that's why it's called Mary's Meals.
Yeah. It's again, just the most amazing thing that it feeds children who are very hungry. It enables them to get an education. And it gives this wonderful sense to so many that people whom they don't know love them and care for them. But there are lots of things about it that I find so impressive. It's just its simplicity, which means they can run very efficiently. It's something that's quite important to us. We want to spend our money and our donations for something that's really making a difference, and this absolutely is. I think there are over 1 million children now a day that they're feeding.
Yes, but I mean, exact number I think is 1,667,067 people.
I'll show you've done your homework, haven't you?
Quite a few. And it has gone in leaps and bounds. And you rightly said, just from a trickle, you have now a stream of food going out to people in different continents where it's most needed. So they have at least one full meal during a school day.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent, isn't it? So, I mean, we're really glad to be supporting them with our donations and our money, but with our prayers in particular. And we'd encourage you to do the same, certainly to stop now and say a prayer for Mary's Meals and for their good work. And I think I noticed on their website that if you donate within the next couple of months, then the UK government will match your donation, and so you'll be sort of giving twice as much money for nothing. So if you're in a position to, that might be something you'd like to think about. But in any case, say a prayer for this wonderful charity. And for us as well, who are going the indignity of having the sloshes for all of this. I'm looking forward to the 1st of December when I can shave mine off. I don't know about you, Michael.
It's definitely going off 1st of December, yes, definitely.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us. Keep us in the seminary in our prayers as we pray for you and remember you. And think about these wonderful charities that we're supporting. Say a prayer and do what you can as well. Thank you very much. Goodbye.